I can marry Cedric, I don't see why I shouldn't. Shall I tell you something, Sharon? I think from something he said just before I left that he's finally coming around to it. It wasn't definite, mind you, but don't be surprised if I am Lady Bottomley before very long.
Lady Bottomley! Won't Kansas City be surprised? However, I shall be a flower girl and give the groom an iron toothpick as a wedding present. Come along, dearie. Let's hear more of your skullduggery.
Well, Mr. Whiteside?
What? No, not now. Go away.
Who was that man?
He's fixing the plumbing. Now come, news.
But Sherry, what about this play? After all, I've come all the way from New York, even on Christmas Eve. Oh, I've been so excited ever since your phone call. Where is it? When can I read it?
Well, here's the situation. This young newspaper man here in town, his name is Bert Jefferson, sent me the play with the understanding that I give it to Kit Cornell. It's a magnificent part. God knows I feel disloyal to Kit.
Sherry?
Anyway, there you are. Now, I've done this much. The rest is up to you. He's young and attractive. Just how you'll go about persuading him, I'm sure you know more about than I do.
Darling, how can I ever thank you? Does he know I'm coming? Mr. Jefferson, I mean?
No. You're just out here visiting. You'll talk to him, get him to take you to dinner, work around the plate. Good God, I don't have to tell you how to do these things. How'd you get on those other parts?
Sherry! Well, I'll go back to the hotel and get into something more attractive. I just dumped my bags and rushed right over here. Darling, you're wonderful.
All right. Run along and get into your working clothes. Then come right back and spend Christmas with Sherry. I'll have Mr. Jefferson on that. By the way, who do you think is sending me a flying visit tonight? None other than your old friend and co-star, Beverly Carlton.
Really? Beverly? I thought he was being glamorous again. On a tramp steamer.
Mustn't be bitter because he got better notices than you did.
Don't be silly, Sherry. I never read notices. I simply wouldn't care to act with him again, that's all. He isn't staying here, is he? Oh, I hope not.
Temper. No, he's not. Where'd you get that diamond clip, dear? That's a new bit of loot, isn't it?
Haven't you seen this before? Cedric gave it to me for his mother's birthday. She was simply furious. Oh, look, darling, I've got a taxi outside. I'm going to get back here.
Sherry, what do you think? I've just been given the most beautiful.
Oh, hello, Maggie. I knew you must be around here somewhere. How are you, my dear?
Santa's been at work, my pet. Blossom just dropped in right out of the blue and surprised us.
Hello, Lorraine.
Who's that? Bert? Come in, Bert. Lorraine, this is Bert Jefferson. Young newspaper man, Lorraine Sheldon. How do you do, Miss Sheldon?
How do you do? I didn't quite catch the name. Jefferson?
That's right, my pet.
Why, Mr. Jefferson, you don't look like a newspaper man. You don't look like a newspaper man at all.
Really, I thought it was written all over me in neon lights.
Oh, no. I should have said you were, I don't know, an aviator or explorer or something. They have that same kind of dash about them. Well, I'm simply enchanted with your charming little town, Mr. Jefferson. It gives one such a warm and gracious feeling. Tell me, you lived here all your life?
Practically. If you wish to hear the story of his life, Lorraine, I can do so on your own time. Maggie and I have work to do. Get out of here, Jefferson. On your way, Blossom girl, on your way.
He is the world's rudest man, isn't he? Say, can I drop you? I'm going down to the mansion house, I think it's called.
Well, actually, I'm my apartment. Suppose I drop you?
Oh, would you? That'd be lovely. Then we'll send the taxi off. See you in a little while, Sherry. Bye, Maggie.
Bye, Maggie. I'm still invited for dinner, am I not?
Yes, you are, Jefferson. At Christmas, I always feed the needy. Now stop oozing out and get out.
Come on, Mr. Jefferson. I want to hear more about this charming little town. And I want to know a good deal about you, too.
Is there a copy of that broadcast over here? How much did they say they wanted out? 4 minutes?
That's right, 4 minutes. She's looking quite well, isn't she?
Here's that. What?
The Countess to Pushover. Quite a surprise, wasn't it, her dropping in?
Oh, yes, it was. Now, come on, Maggie, get to work.
Why, she must have gone through New York like a dose of salts. How long is she going to stay?
What? No, I don't know, a few days. During this season, when in the hearts of men are overflowing. Oh, I can't cut that.
Isn't it curious? There was Lorraine, snug as a bug in somebody's bed on the Normandy.
Ere the Yuletide season pass.
Now, Sherry dear, we will talk of it.
Now look, puss. Just because a good friend of mine happens to drop in and spend Christmas with me doesn't mean... I have a hunch that's Beverly. Go and see if it is. Run, Maggie, run!
Magpie!
Beverly!
A large, moist, incestuous kiss from one magpie. Mwah, mwah.
Come in here, you Piccadilly pen pusher, and gaze upon a soul in agony.
Don't tell me how you are, Sheriff. I went under the ties and details. I have only little time, so the conversation will be entirely about me. And I shall love it. Shall I tell you how I glittered through the South Seas, like a silver scimitar, of how I frolicked through Zambasia, ravishing all the Major General's daughters, and finishing a three-act play all at the same time. Magpie, you are the moonflower of my middle age, and I love you very much. Say something tender to me.
Beverly, darling.
That's my girl. Now, Sheriff, without going into mountainous waves of self-pity, how are you?
I'm fine, you presumptuous cockney. And how was the trip? Wonderful?
Fabulous, and in a fantastic amount of work. By the way, did I see that little bourgeois butterfly, La Chelton, in a motor car as I came up the driveway?
You did indeed. She's paying us a little Christmas visit.
My girl, they do say she set her mother on fire. I don't believe it. Sheriff, my evening. Not only have I written the finest comedy since Moliere, but the best reviews since my last one, and an operetta it frightens me so good. I shall play from 8 in London and 6 in New York. That's it. No matinees. Then I'm off to the Grecian Islands. Magpie, why don't you come along? Why don't you desert this cannonball of fluff and come with me?
Oh, be careful, Beverly dear. You're catching me at a good moment.
Tell me, Beverly, how was Hollywood? How long were you there?
3 unbelievable days. I saw everyone from Adrian to Zamarak. They came courtiers, as to a shrine. I was insufferably shocked and ruthlessly firm, and refusing $7 million. 2 minutes' work.
What about banjo? Did you see my wonderful banjo while you were in Hollywood?
I did. He threw me a dinner. I arrived in white tie and tails to be met by 2 bewildered butlers, who then proceeded to take my trousers off. I was then rushed in my silk linen drawers to a room full of Norma Shearer, Claudette Colbert, and Aldous Huxley, among others. Dear, sweet, uncomfortable banjo.
I'll never forget that summer in Antibes, when Banjo put a microphone under Lorraine's mattress and played the recording the next day at lunch.
I remember it well. Lorraine left Antibes by the next boat.
Oh, I wish Banjo were here now.
Is something wrong, Magpie? Is Lorraine up to her old sweet sick-making self?
Oh, you wouldn't take to the Grecian Islands, would you, Beverly? Just for me?
Now calm. Lorraine is a very gracious and charming person who has gallantly given up her own Christmas Eve to spend it with me.
Ooh, I thought I had a bit of dirt for us to nibble on.
Mr. Whiteside?
No!
Have you kidnapped someone, Sherry?
Yes, that was Charlie Ross. Go ahead. Is it something juicy?
Juicy as a pomegranate. These are the winter maneuvers of Miss Lorraine Shelley against the left flank. In fact, all flanks of his Lord Cedric Bottomley. Lorraine has left us in a cloud of Chanel number 5. Since September, in her pursuit of his lordship, she has chased him, panting, castle to castle, till finally he took refuge in the men's lavatory of House of Lords. She is paused only to change her guns and check her orders. Practically no one is betting on the Derby this year. We were all making book on Lorraine. She leaves tomorrow on the Normandy, but would return on the Atlantic clipper if Bottomley so much as belched in her direction. And have you ever met Cedric, Magpie?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dreadful shooting day. 5 partridges, 6 goose, and the Duke of Sutherland.
My God, that's Bottomley to his very bottom.
Riveting talk in the house today. Old Basil spoke for 3 hours. Nearly dropped dead at the end of it.
Making that up, Beverly. Nobody sounds like that.
It's so good, it's uncanny. Damn it, Beverly. I never see enough of you, you ungrateful muppet.
Sheriff, I can only say that I love you so much. I changed trains at Chicago to spend 10 minutes with you and wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my lad. My dear Magpie.
Beverly.
Oh, and now I have time for just one magnificent number to give you a taste of how fabulous the whole thing is.
Damn it, Maggie.
time, unless he's under the piano.
Wait a minute. Bert, Beverly, will you go to the station and talk to him for a few minutes before the train goes? Bert, go to the station and wait for him. He'll be there in a few minutes. Goodbye.
Come, Beverly, the stalls are impatient. Let's hear the second-rate masterpiece.
It's the newest song for my new review. It's called What Am I to Do? Often the night falls, I think I might fall down from my paradise heights. Deep in the heart of me, always part of me, quivering, shivering. Run, little lady, eye of shady shafts of time. Barb you with your winged desires, send you with your sultry fires, softly a fluid drilling meets me. Olden and golden, the dawn that greets me, cherishing, so vanishing, up to the stars I climb. What am I to do to end this madness, this sadness that's rending me through? The flowers of yesteryear are haunting me, it's haunting me, darling, for wanting you. What am I to say to warnings of sorrow when warnings tomorrow drinks the dew? Shall I see the cosmic rays shattered and scattered to bits? What am I not to do?
Beverly, superb! The best thing you've ever written.
Please, let me say that.
Come right in, Westcott.
Oh, the airwaves, eh? I shan't have to hear you, thank God. I'll be on a train.
Mr. Westcott, will you go in that room, please? John, show them where to plug in. Right this way, gentlemen. Come on, Whiteside. Time to say goodbye.
Stop this nonsense.
Au revoir, Sherry dear. Merry Christmas.
Beverly, my lamb. Maggie, what are you? I want to talk to
You
Beverly.
can kiss Beverly on July 12th in London.
I will not be wheeled out here like a baby wants to have his diapers changed.
Come, Magpie. Get a kiss.
Beverly, I want 1 minute. I must have it. You'll make the train to the station's only a minute and a half from here.
What's wrong?
Beverly, were you there to Mr. Sorry.
Who is that?
Never mind. Beverly, I'm in great trouble.
What's wrong, Magpie?
I've fallen in love.
No!
Yes! For the first time in my life, Beverly, I'm in love. I can't tell you about it. There isn't time, but Sherry's trying to break it up. In his own fiendish way, he's doing everything he can to break it up.
What? What is that old fun up to?
He's brought Lorraine here. Lorraine here to smash it up.
Oh, it's somebody here? In this town?
A young newspaper man, the one you're going to meet at the station. And he's written a play. I know Sherry must be using that as bait. You know Lorraine, she'll eat him up alive. You've simply got to help me, Beverly.
Of course I will. What do you want me to do?
Here's what I want you to do.
I love it! I simply adore it! And Bridget, Sherry, and Lorraine at the same time. I adore it, and I shall do it up in brown.
You're wonderful. The first baby will be named Beverly.
Of course I am, Magpie. Come to Chisholwick on your honeymoon, and I'll put you up. Au revoir, Magpie. I adore you.
Shall I straighten up the room for the broadcasting's coming?
No, it isn't television, thank God. They only hear the liquid voice.
Why, he certainly is wonderful, Mr. Whiteside. Things he finds time to do.
Yes, he certainly sticks to his nose into everything, John.
Are the girls in there, Miss Cutler?
Yes, they are.
Yes, thank you.
Why, Miss June, are you going away?
Oh, what? No, John. Why, no. Mr. Whiteside's in there, I suppose.
Yes, he's getting ready to go on the radio.
Oh, look, John, would you... No, oh, never mind. Look, John.
Where is he? In the library?
Yes, he's busy.
Well, maybe we ought to.
Come on.
Come on.
Thank you, John. Oh, hello, dear. Where's Sherry?
Inside. We're broadcasting very soon.
Oh, of course, Christmas Eve. What a wonderful man Sherry Whiteside is. You know, dear, it must be such an utter joy to be secretary to somebody like Sherry.
Yes, you meet such interesting people. That's quite a gown, Lorraine. Going anywhere?
Oh, this? I just threw on anything at all. Aren't you dressing for dinner?
No, just what meets the eye.
Who does your hair, Maggie?
A little French woman named Maggie Cutler comes in and does it every morning.
You know, dear, I keep thinking, your hair would be so lovely. I've always wanted to get my hands on it.
I've always wanted to get my hands on yours too, Lorraine.
By the way, what time does Beverly get here? I'm not over anxious to meet him.
He's been and gone, Lorraine.
Really? Well, I'm very glad. Of course, the two of you are great friends, aren't you? You and Beverly?
Yes, we are. I think he's a wonderful person.
No, I suppose he is. But really, when I finished acting with him, I was a perfect wreck. All through that tender love scene that critics thought was so magnificent, he kept dropping peanut shells down my dress. I wouldn't act with him again if I was starving.
Tell me, have you found a new play yet, Lorraine?
No, I haven't. There was a pile of manuscripts waiting for me in New York, but I hurried right out here to Sherry.
Yes, that was wonderful of you, Lorraine, to drop everything like that and rush to Sherry's wheelchair.
Well, after all, Maggie, what has one in this world but friends?
That's what I always say. Everything okay?
Yes.
How long will Sherry be in now?
Not very much longer. Do you know that Mr. Jefferson has written quite a good play? They all met at the hotel.
Really? No, I didn't. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, isn't it?
The polish on my nails I simply loathe. I don't suppose Elizabeth Arden has a branch in this town?
Not if she has any sense.
Well, I'll just bear it, but it does depress me. Oh, say, have you read this book, Maggie? Everybody was reading it on the boat. I hear you simply can't put it down.
I put it down. Right there. Oh, hello. Hello. Well, there's a transatlantic call coming through for you, Lorraine.
Transatlantic? For me? Here? Why, what in the world?
It's London.
London! Hello. Hello? Cedric! Cedric, is this you? Why, you darling. Why, what a surprise. How'd you know I was here? What? Oh, darling, don't talk so fast and you won't stutter so. Yes, now I can hear you. Yes, very clearly. It's as though you were just around the corner. I see. What? Darling! Cedric, dearest, would you wait just for a moment? Maggie, dear, would you mind? It's Lord Bottomley, a very personal call. Would you mind?
Oh, not at all.
Yes, my dearest. Now tell me. What? Oh, darling, don't stutter so. Oh, my darling. Oh, my sweet. You don't know how I prayed for this every night on the boat. Darling, yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes. We'll take a plane right out of here and catch the next boat. Oh, what? Oh, Cedric, don't stutter so. Yes, and I love you, my darling. Oh, so much. Oh, my dear sweet. My darlingest darling. Yes, yes, I will. I will. I'll be thinking of you every moment. You've made me the happiest girl in the world. Goodbye. Goodbye, darling. Goodbye. Sherry! Sherry! You know what's just happened? Cedric just called from London. He's asked me to marry him.
What?
Oh, Sherry, think of it. At last, I've got to get right out of here.
May I come in?
Oh, Maggie, can I get a plane out of here? I've simply got to get the next boat to England. When is it? Do you know, is there a newspaper here?
Well, the Queen Mary says Friday. Why? What's happened?
Oh, Maggie, the most wonderful thing in the world has happened. Lord Bottomley has asked me to marry him.
Why, what in the world?
I'm so excited I can hardly think. Maggie, you must help me get right out of here.
I would be delighted to.
Thank you. Will you look things up right away?
Yes, and if there's no train, I'll drive you to Cleveland and you can catch the plane from there.
Maggie, you're wonderful. Sherry, what's the matter with you? You haven't said one word. You haven't even congratulated me.
Let me understand this, Lorraine. Am I to gather from your girlish squeals that you are about to toss your career into the ash can?
Oh, no. Of course, I won't be able to play this season, but there'll be other seasons, Sherry.
But I see, and everything goes into the ash can with it.
But, Sherry, you can't expect me to...
Don't explain, Lorraine. I understand only too well. I also understand why Cornell remains the first actress of our theater.
Oh, this is wonderful. We're in luck, Lorraine. There's a plane out of Cleveland at 10:03. It takes about an hour to get there. Why, it all works out wonderfully, doesn't it, Sherry?
Peachy!
Maggie, what's the number of the hotel I'm at? I've got to get my maid started packing.
Azalea 32.
Azalea 32, please. Let's see. I sail Friday, 5-day boat, which means I ought to be in London Wednesday night. Hello? Mansion House? Yes, this is Lorraine Sheldon. That's right. Put me through to my maid, will you?
Oh, look, Sherry, it's starting to snow. Have you ever felt more like Christmas in your whole life, Sherry, dear?
Shut your nasty little face!
Cosette, now listen carefully, Cosette. We're leaving here tonight by plane and sailing Friday on the Queen Mary. I want you to start packing immediately, and I'll call for you in about an hour. Yes, that's right. Now I want you to send these cables for me. Have you got a pencil? That's right. The first goes to Lord and Lady Cunard. You'll find these addresses in my little book. It's in my dressing room. Lord and Lady Cunard, my darlings. Returning Friday to the Queen Mary. Cedric and I being married immediately upon arrival. Wanted you to be the first to know. Love, Lorraine. Now send... what? Thank you, Cosette. Thank you very much. Now send the same message to Lady Astor, Lord Beaverbrook, and my mother in Kansas City. Then send one to Hattie Carnegie, New York. Please meet me, Sherry Netherlands, new tomorrow with sketches of bridal gown and trousseau, Lorraine Sheldon. Then send one to Monsieur Pierre Cartier, Cartier's London. Will you hold in reserve for me the triple string of pearls I picked out in October? Cable me Queen Mary, Lorraine Sheldon. Have you got all that straight, Cosette? That's fine. Now you'll have to rush, my dear. I'll be at the hotel in about an hour, so be ready. Goodbye. Thank goodness for Cosette. I'd die without her. She's the most wonderful maid in the world. Well, life really is just full of surprises, isn't it? Who'd have thought an hour ago I'd be on my way to London?
An hour ago? Oh, no, I certainly wouldn't have thought it an hour ago.
Will you both stop this female drooling? No, I have a violent headache.
Oh, Sherry, can I get you something?
Look here, Sherry. I'm sorry if I've offended you, but after all, my life is my
Hey,
own.
everybody, do you know it's snowing out? We're gonna have a real old fashioned Christmas.
Why don't you telephone your scoop to the New York Times?
Miss Sheldon has to catch a plane out of Cleveland. Could we drive her there, you and I?
Certainly. Sorry you have to go, Miss Sheldon. No bad news, I hope.
Oh, no. On the contrary, very good news. Wonderful news.
Wonderful news indeed. Calls for a drink, I think. Why, you're not being a very good host, Sherry. How about a bottle of champagne?
I can do better than that. Let me mix you a Jefferson special, okay, Mr. Whiteside?
Yes! Fix anything. Only stop dribbling.
Anybody admiring my Christmas present yet, Maggie?
Oh, dear, I forgot. Look, everybody, from Mr. Jefferson to me.
Oh, it's charming. Let me see it. Oh, why, it's inscribed, too. To Maggie, long may she wave, Bert. Oh, Maggie, it's a lovely Christmas present. Isn't that sweet, Sherry?
Ducky.
See, I told you it was beautiful, Bert.
Shows what you get if you save up your coupons.
That's not what you do anyhow. Maggie, are you hiding something from us?
Good God, this dribble never stopped. My head is bursting.
A Jefferson special will cure anything. By the way, I got a 2-minute interview with Beverly Carlton out at the station. You're right, Mr. Whiteside. He's quite something.
Bert, mix the drinks, will you?
On the fire. I was lucky to even get 2 minutes. He was in a telephone booth most of the time.
Bert, mix those drinks.
Okay, I couldn't hear what he was saying, but from the faces he was making, it looked like a scene from one of his plays.
Bert, will you just...
Just a minute, if you please, Jefferson. Beverly was in a telephone booth at the station.
Certainly was. I thought he'd never come out. He kept making the damnest faces for about 5 minutes.
Jefferson, I have an idea. I would love the Jefferson special. Make me a double one, will you? My headache is gone with the wind.
Okay.
Philo Vance is now at work. Hello, operator? Hello, operator, dear. Tell me, have there been any calls from England over this telephone within the past half hour? Yes, I'll wait.
Sherry, what is all this?
What was that? There have been no calls from England for the past 3 days. Thank you. Blossom girl. Will you repeat that, please? Hear it, dear? Thank you, operator. And a very Merry Christmas.
Sherry, what is all this? What does this mean?
My Blossom, you have just played the greatest love scene of your career with your old friend, Beverly Carlton.
What? That's not true. I was talking to Cedric. What do you mean?
I mean, my Blossom, that was Beverly you poured your girlish heart out to, not Lord Bottomley.
Sherry, I want this explained.
Explain? You heard the operator, my dear. All I can tell you is that Beverly was indulging in one of his famous bits of mimicry, that's all. You've heard of Lord Bottomley before, haven't you?
Yes. Yes, of course. But why would he want to do such a thing? This is one of the most dreadful... Oh my God. Those cables! Those cables! Give me the hotel! Whatever it's called, I want the hotel! I'll pay him off for this if it's the last thing I... Like the skunk! The louse! The dirty rotten mansion house! Connect me with the bank. What? Oh, who the hell do you think it is? Miss Sheldon, of course. Oh God, those cables. If only Cosette hasn't... Cosette! Did you send those cables? Oh God. No, listen, Cosette. I want you to send another cable to every one of those people. And tell them somebody's been using my name and to disregard anything and everything they hear from me. Except this, of course. Don't ask questions, do as you're told. Don't argue with me, you French bitch! God damn it, do as you're told! And unpack, we're not going.
Now steady, Blossom. Take it easy.
Take it easy?